So, you want to hop online and start whipping your friends' butts as fast as possible, but you're new to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Or maybe you've played Smash before, but never semi-seriously. Well, that's okay, my name's Fallout and I got your back. Let's go over the top 10 things new players should know when it comes to playing Smash Ultimate. Number 10, shield grabbing. This is a great way to punish players who are overly aggressive and mindlessly attacking you over and over. Shielding can block incoming attacks, and as you may know, you can spot dodge or roll left or right out of your shield animation, but you can also grab right out of your shield by pressing A. If a player continues to rush in and attack you head on, you can shield to block the attack, then press A to instantly grab them right out of your shield and punish them. There's actually more things you can do out of your shield, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Number 9, ledge options. Eventually in Smash, you'll be knocked off the stage and find yourself hanging on the ledge. Don't worry, it happens to everybody. You have a few options to get up onto the stage. Let's go through them. Tapping forward will have you get up normally. Hitting L or R or whatever your shield button is will have you roll up onto the stage. I should mention, I play with the GameCube controller because I am a grizzled Smash vet and I recommend it highly. Rolling up is a good option to get around people who are right there trying to smack you from the edge when you get up. Pressing A will make you do a get up attack. Pressing Y or X or up on the joystick or whatever you use to jump will make your character jump up off of the ledge. Most new players might think that's it, but you can also get up onto the stage while doing an aerial attack. By hitting down and slightly away from the stage, you can make your character let go of the ledge. Then by quickly pressing up immediately after, you can trigger your double jump and get back onto the stage using your preferred aerial attack. Some characters have a way easier time doing this than others, and not every aerial you can attempt is safe or will work. Go play around with your favorite character and see what options you can figure out. And remember, boys, just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should. Always be safe.
Mango's like, ooh, that's not safe. Nice. That is not safe. Not safe.
Number 8, running smash attacks. Smashes hit really hard and are great for finishing off weak opponents. They're not always easy to land though because they have long startup animations usually and are easy to dodge. You can do a smash attack right out of a sprint though by crouch canceling your run and then immediately doing a smash input. So again, run, crouch to stop running and quickly perform a smash attack. With the up smash, you don't even need to crouch. You can just perform that right out of a run if you have good timing. Very easy to do, but oh, so very helpful. Number 7, ledge magnetism, aka don't land on the friggin' stage. Recovering is a fundamental part of Smash Bros. Everyone will get knocked off and need to recover eventually. When that happens, one of the biggest mistakes you can make as a new player is to recover and keep landing directly on the stage. 9 times out of 10, if you're playing against someone who knows what they're doing, they're going to punish you and hit you right when you land back on the stage. Avoid that by trying to grab the ledge when you recover almost every time, especially if your opponent is right there waiting for you. You have invincibility frames when you grab the ledge, making it a very safe option, and ledge magnetism makes your character much more likely to grab the ledge if you're already very close to it. A character with fantastic recovery is King K. Rool. He can go really deep off stage, perform his up B, and then fly right up and get that sweet ledge magnetism almost every time. Everyone's recovery is different, and you have to figure out what the best recovery options are for every character. Just remember, if you land directly on the stage repeatedly and your enemy is right there, you're likely gonna get mollywopped. Number 6 and number 5, even more out of shield options, starting with up smash out of shield. As mentioned before, grabbing is a great out of shield option to rack up damage at low percent and begin starting combos, but up smashing out of shield is a great way to finish off weak players. Again, this is gonna depend on your character. Everyone can up smash out of their shield, but some characters' up smashes just aren't super good for that. Play around with your own character. It's easy to do. All you gotta do is hold shield and then up smash. Kinda self-explanatory. Next, we have up B out of shield. Just another option out there for ways to damage enemies out of your shield. Not everyone has an up B that's great for dealing damage. Some characters do though. A great example would be Bowser. Up and B out of shield is really easy to do, gives you a little bit of breathing room with him, and damages your enemy in the process. Concluding our shield options, we have jump out of shield. Extremely easy to do, just jump. You can use this to get out of tricky situations, maybe to get up to a platform right above you to escape players repeatedly pelting you with projectile spam. Number 4, reverse neutral B. Every character has a neutral B special attack. When executing your neutral B attack, you can change direction right as you input the command. For example, you're Ridley and you're running away from your enemy to make space so you can hit them with your ranged fireball attack. Run away, hit B, and as soon as you press the B button to input your neutral B attack, immediately hit your joystick in the other direction and boom, change direction. You can do this both on the ground and in the air. Very handy option for a lot of characters in the game. Go try it out. Number 3, dash dancing. This kind of a tactic is something that OG Smashers refer to as a mind game. One of the best things you can do to win in Smash Bros is by not being overly predictable. Once your opponent figures out what you're doing and that you're doing the same thing over and over again, they're going to start beating you. Also, you usually want to be always moving. Put the two together and you get the dash dance. Simply done by hitting the joystick back and forth repeatedly. Some characters can do this easier than others. I've found you can practice dash dancing fairly easy with Inkling. Again, this is just a way of keeping your opponent on their toes before you make your move. Always keep them guessing. Number 2, shuffling. That is an acronym that old school Smash players know by heart. It stands for short hop, fast fall, L cancel. Although technically in Smash Ultimate, L canceling is no longer a thing that exists, so the more accurate term now would probably be shiffing, although that doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Anyway, the end result is being able to hit enemies with low to the ground and, more importantly, quick aerial attacks. How do we do it? Okay, SH, aka short hopping. What is a short hop? Your character can jump at different heights. Hitting up as hard as you can or pressing your jump button as hard as you can will make your character jump as high as possible. You don't always need to jump as high as possible when fighting in-game. Hitting your jump button lightly or hitting up on your joystick lightly will result in a short hop. For a lot of players, this requires a little bit of practice to pull off consistently. Next, FF. Fast fall. When in the air, you can make your character go down to the ground faster by hitting and holding down on the joystick. Easy to do. Quick history lesson. L, aka L cancel, meant doing an aerial attack and then canceling your landing animation frames by pressing L. This was a huge thing in competitive Smash Bros. Melee, but as of Smash Ultimate, it no longer is a thing. When landing on the ground after performing an aerial attack in Ultimate, you land on the ground and by game design have a very short landing animation, aka how fast you hit the ground and then get up again ready to fight. So, by combining short hopping and fast falling, you can quickly and repeatedly spam low to the ground aerial attacks to smack your opponent with. Short hop, do your aerial attack, and then fast fall. Rinse and repeat. Go into training mode, practice that, and burn it into your muscle memory. Number 1. DI, aka directional influence. Every player needs to know about this in order to do a better job at staying alive in-game. When you get knocked off the stage, there are 3 things that determine how far you get launched. 1 is how high your percentage is, 2 is how heavy your character is, and 3 is your directional influence. When launched, if you hold your joystick in a certain direction at the right time, you will slightly influence your launch direction in your favor. Example, you're on a stage and you get up smashed. If you weren't holding your joystick right after the moment of impact, you could get launched pretty far. If your percentage was high enough, you probably would have gotten killed. If though, right after the moment you got up smashed, you began holding down on your left joystick, you're using DI. You're pulling your character in the direction of your joystick, in this case back down towards the ground as you were knocked upwards. This can literally mean the difference between you living and dying in game. If you get knocked off the side of the stage, the general rule of thumb is that you want your DI input to be towards the stage and up. Here we have 3 examples. On the left, we have bad DI, aka as you were getting thrown, you held your joystick out away from the stage and down. In the middle is no DI, aka you didn't hit the joystick at all, and on the right is good DI, holding back towards the stage and slightly up. You see how much further you get launched when your DI is bad, and how much closer to the stage you are when your DI is good. Always have good DI. It can keep you in the game longer, and therefore give you more time to whip your friends' butts a little harder. And that's it, the top 10 things all newer players should know. Do you have any other tips you think new Smashers should know about? Good, love the enthusiasm. Be sure to share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Please be sure to click subscribe for more gaming content. It's free, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Helps my channel greatly and lets me know what type of content I should make moving forward. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you learned something. See you next time.